Shortly after moving to Zambia, I joined a group of friends on a whitewater rafting trip down the Zambezi River. We each had our own one-man rafts. So I successfully navigated the first couple of rapids, but then I flipped in Rapid 12. I lost grip of the paddle, and the strong current swept my raft away. I plunged what felt like meters under the surface, gasping for air and just praying for the end of Rapid 13. But not everyone experiences the Zambezi in such a dramatic fashion. The upper Zambezi is relatively calm. People fish for tigerfish and nimbwe, and fishermen start setting their nets for daninga every June. Wild animals gather at its banks, especially during the dry season as inland waterholes disappear. And the Victoria Falls separate the upper section of the river from the middle, attracting tourists from all over the world. The Zambezi is the heart and soul of much of southern Africa. When I moved to Zambia to work for African Impact, I had no idea how much the river would play a similarly crucial role in my life. My day-to-day was centered in the town of Livingston, where I designed and managed community projects for international volunteers. I worked closely with schools and the government, and I ensured that each volunteer had a fulfilling and fun experience. After helping out with a reading club or a thoughtful meeting with the headmistress, I felt exhilarated by potential progress. But after trying to reschedule multiple projects that fell through or solve unsolvable problems, I felt like I was drowning in stress. I found myself itching for the end of a workday so I could hike into the gorge, and counting down the minutes until a Saturday fishing trip. I made it a part of my job to take volunteers rafting or hiking on a public holiday. The river became a counterpoint to my chaotic workdays. I saw the Zambezi's highs and lows over the year, watching it surge up to 65 feet and then drop down again. I saw the trees go green, then brown, and then green again, and the falls go from full force to a dehydrated canyon. As I made my way through a year that was, in turns, exciting and terrifying and exhilarating and relaxing, the river seemed to reflect the rest of my Zambian life. Both in rafting and in working in Zambia, it was sink or swim. Both required some serious courage. The most valuable skill I developed over the year is the ability to think more clearly in a challenging moment, the ability to make a plan as quickly as circumstances change. As I finally resurfaced below Rapid 13, I saw that almost everyone else had flipped too, but I alone was swept to the calm pool at the bottom, and the river flushed some extra gear down as well. I was left with a spare paddle, an empty raft, and ample time to catch my breath. Everything I needed to pull myself together and carry on until the next big wave.